Have you ever found yourself drained after spending time with someone? Not just physically, but emotionally and mentally? It's as if you've given away more than just your time. You've lost a piece of yourself. In a world filled with relationships that demand more than they give, it's easy to forget one of the most vital things we must protect: our inner peace. The wisdom of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca offers profound insights into how we can guard our energy, set boundaries, and reclaim control over our lives. This isn't just a philosophy, it's a way of life that helps you avoid toxic relationships and preserve your well-being. Let's begin. 1. Guard your energy like a sacred fire. Have you ever walked away from a conversation or a meeting and felt completely drained, as if your energy had been sucked out of you? It's not just about feeling tired. It's like a part of your soul has been dimmed. Your energy is sacred, and once you give it away without boundaries, it can leave you empty. The Stoics, particularly Seneca, understood this concept deeply. He often reminded us that self-preservation is not selfish, it's necessary. Think of your energy like a fire. When it's protected, it burns brightly, fueling your passions and ambitions. But when people come into your life and throw wet blankets over it, you risk extinguishing the drive that fuels your purpose. Not everyone deserves your energy. It's essential to ask yourself, is this relationship bringing balance, or is it draining me without offering anything in return? The Stoic secret here is about balance. Protecting your energy isn't about being cold or distant. It's about having control over what you give and to whom. Self-care is vital because when you protect your energy, you make space for what truly matters: relationships that uplift you and passions that fuel your purpose. So next time someone asks for your time and attention, take a moment and ask, is this taking me closer to my goals or pulling me away from them? 2. Do not compromise your principles. It's easy to think that a small compromise here or there won't hurt, especially when life feels like it's pushing you in a certain direction. But what happens when you start bending your values just a little? Before you know it, those small sacrifices add up, and suddenly you're living someone else's version of your life. Your principles are the foundation of who you are. They're not just abstract ideas, but the core of your identity. When you compromise them, you're not just giving up a piece of yourself, you're losing your inner strength and clarity. The Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius taught us that if it's not right, don't do it, and if it's not true, don't say it. This simple truth is a guide to living with integrity, and every time you sacrifice your principles, you weaken the core of who you are. Integrity is the cornerstone of personal power. When you stand firm in your values, you attract people who respect you for who you truly are. Think about it. Those who truly value you will never ask you to break your principles. In fact, they will admire your commitment to doing what's right, even when it's tough. So no matter the pressure, stay true to yourself. It may be challenging at times, but living authentically will build a life of respect, purpose, and inner peace. Your principles are non-negotiable. Protect them, and they'll be the guiding light that keeps you grounded. 3. Beware of those who manipulate. Have you ever found yourself constantly giving to someone your time, your energy, your compassion, yet feeling like you're getting nothing in return? At first, it might seem harmless. Maybe they come across as needing your help, or they make you feel like you're the only one who truly understands them. But here's the thing. Manipulation isn't always loud or obvious. It sneaks in quietly, often disguised as care or love. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us that it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The manipulation itself might be subtle, but your strength comes in recognizing it for what it is and choosing how to respond. When you find yourself always giving, you need to stop and ask, am I being taken advantage of? Am I letting someone drain me without offering anything in return? Stoicism teaches us to set strong boundaries to protect our emotional and mental well-being. When someone manipulates your kindness, it's important to remember, your kindness is not a weakness. It's a strength that should be honored, not exploited. So the next time you feel that draining, empty sensation after an interaction, trust your instincts. Set boundaries. You don't owe anyone your energy if it's not being reciprocated. Protect your peace and don't feel guilty for doing so. Remember, manipulators are experts at making you feel responsible for their happiness. But you are not responsible for anyone else's joy. This is your life, and it's crucial to guard your energy, knowing that setting boundaries is not an act of selfishness. It's an act of self-respect and preservation. 4. Do not let others diminish your dreams. Have you ever had someone in your life who made you feel like your dreams were too big or impossible? Maybe they laughed at your ambitions or subtly made you feel small for daring to dream differently. It can sting, especially when it's someone you care about or respect. But here's the truth. Not everyone will understand or support your dreams, and that's okay. The Stoics taught us to stay true to our purpose, no matter how others might react. Your dreams are yours, and they are the fuel that propels you forward. Don't let anyone's doubts become your own. When you share your aspirations, some people might react with fear, jealousy, or disbelief. But remember, your dreams are not theirs to control. They are part of what makes you unique, part of your journey to create a life that aligns with your values. The Stoic principle here is about resilience. It's about staying firm in your conviction and not allowing the opinions of others to steer you off course. People might try to belittle your ambitions, but your vision is what will guide you to success. So when faced with criticism or discouragement, ask yourself, does this person's opinion move me closer to my purpose or away from it? By staying grounded in your dreams, you're honoring not only yourself, but also the vision of the life you're striving to create. Let others' doubts be their own, but don't let them infiltrate your mindset. Protect your dreams fiercely and keep moving forward. You've got this. 5. Do not surrender your identity for others. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you needed to change who you are to fit in or make others happy? Maybe you've adjusted your opinions, your behavior, or even your values just to avoid conflict or to gain approval. It might seem like a small compromise at first, but over time, surrendering your identity can slowly chip away at your true self. The Stoics, especially Epictetus, remind us that no man is free who is not master of himself. When you start molding yourself to fit someone else's expectations, you're giving up the one thing you can truly control, yourself. Your identity is the most sacred thing you have, and when you let others shape it, you lose the power to live authentically. This isn't about being stubborn or refusing to grow. It's about staying true to your core values, your strengths, your quirks, and your vision. When you allow others to define you, you become a shadow of who you're meant to be. Your individuality is your greatest gift, and it's not something you should give away for anyone's approval. Think about it. What would happen if you stayed true to yourself, even when it's uncomfortable? Living authentically might not always be easy, but it leads to a life of purpose and integrity. When you stand firm in your identity, you give others the permission to do the same. You create an environment where people can thrive, not by pretending to be someone they're not, but by embracing who they really are. So the next time someone asks you to change, ask yourself, is this request coming from a place of love and respect for who I truly am? Or is it an attempt to mold me into something I'm not? Your identity is non-negotiable. Protect it, nurture it, and embrace it with confidence. 6. Beware of superficial relationships. Have you ever been in a relationship where it felt like you were only scratching the surface? The conversations were nice, but there was no real depth or connection. You were just going through the motions, pretending everything was fine while never really being seen for who you truly are. Superficial relationships might feel comfortable at first, but over time, they can leave you feeling drained and unfulfilled. The Stoics believe that true connections are built on reciprocity, vulnerability, and mutual respect. In a world where we're often surrounded by distractions and superficial encounters, it's easy to settle for relationships that don't challenge us to grow, but deep down, we all crave authenticity and real connection. True relationships nourish your soul, they push you to be the best version of yourself, and they make you feel truly seen and heard. Think about it. How do you feel after spending time with someone who values you for who you really are? Those are the relationships worth your time and energy. They help you grow, they support your dreams, and they make you feel understood. Superficial connections, on the other hand, will leave you empty, as they never dig deeper than surface-level interactions. The Stoic principle here is about being intentional with where you invest your energy. Ask yourself, is this relationship adding value to my life, or am I just going through the motions? Don't settle for anything less than genuine, balanced connections. When you surround yourself with people who truly see you and support you, you'll find that your energy is better spent, your purpose is clearer, and your happiness becomes more fulfilling. In life, not everyone deserves a place in your journey. By applying Stoic principles, you can learn to protect yourself from toxic relationships, focus on what truly matters, and build a meaningful life. Don't let others drain your energy or diminish your dreams. Live with purpose, care for yourself, and keep moving forward. If you found value in these Stoic lessons, make sure to hit the subscribe button on the Stoic Beacon YouTube channel to continue receiving insightful content that will help you live a resilient and purpose-driven life.